Hello students, I am Dr. Himanshu Kanpal, Assistant Professor English, Government MS College for Women, Bikaner. Today we will start with the poem Tears, Idle Tears, written by Alfred Lord Tennyson. This poem is included in English Literature Syllabus, BA Part 2nd, MGS University, Bikaner. As we have already read about the poet Alfred Lord Tennyson in the previous poem, that is The Lotus Eaters, still we will discuss something about Tennyson here also. Alfred Lord Tennyson is one of the greatest poets of the Victorian era. As poetic artist, he ranks with William Shakespeare and John Keats. Tennyson often reminds us of Keats. He has the same gifts of pictorial presentation and an astonishing command of the musical resources of the language. Tennyson was the son of a rector and was educated at Cambridge, where he won the Chancellor's Medal for his poem Timbuktu. He was one of the leading and most prolific poets of Victorian England. As a student of science and philosophy, he understood the far reaching complications of discoveries and speculations. His verse appears to be the medium of spreading democratic principles and express faith in the eternal values of life, in God and immortality. He wrote poems on many subjects, some of which still retain their charm for us. His approach is not merely that of a worshipper but also of a scientist in this regard. Tennyson is considered as a meticulous artist who took great pains to perfect his poems in diction, in imagery, and in melodious rhythm. So, the short lyric Tears, Idle Tears is a good example of Tennyson's great art. Now we come to the interpretation of the poem, interpreting the poem. The beautiful song entitled Tears, Idle Tears occurs in Tennyson's Princess, a medley. Tears, Idle Tears is a lyrical poem. Lyrical means expressing writer's emotions in an imaginative and beautiful way. It is outpouring of emotions. Lyrical means outpouring of emotions. So, Tears, Idle Tears is a lyrical poem which forms part of Canto 5th of the Princess, written in 1847. This short lyric, containing 4 stanzas of 5 lines each, is regarded as one of the greatest short poems of Tennyson. Tennyson's great poetic artistry is well illustrated by this short lyric. Princess Ida commands her maids to sing this song to pass the time as they take a break from their studies. The poem consists of 4 stanzas of 5 lines each, written in blank verse. What is blank verse? It is regular, metrical, but unrhymed. Iambic pentameter lines. The poet in the poem is surprised as he cannot articulate the cause of tears that flow from his eyes as he gazes at the autumnal fields. The rich sight of ripened. Ripened means that which has having reached the final condition. The rich sight of grown autumnal fields creates a longing in him for past days. The poet in the first line does not know the reason of the tears that come to his eyes. He feels that they are perhaps caused by some deep spiritual discontent with human lot. The memory of the past he feels is sweet as well as sad. So, the feeling of nostalgia means affectionate feeling you have for the past. The feeling of nostalgia that rises from his heart gathered into the eyes as tears. These tears are not linked to any particular memory, hence he called them idle tears which cannot be explained. Further, the poet feels that the memories of past are so intense that they give him pleasure and pain simultaneously. It means the memory of the past is sweet as well as sad. Giving a beautiful analogy, he says analogy means a comparison between one thing and another for the purpose of clarification. He says that past memories are a source of pleasure, like the sight of the ship bringing our friends back home. At the same time, they can cause us pain, like the last glimpse of a ship carrying away our near and dear ones. So, when the poet feels that the memory of the past is sweet as well as sad, it is sweet because it reminds us of the past happiness. It is sad because we cannot get back that happiness. Further, the poet says that the memory of past happiness are equated by the poet to the memories of kisses of a beloved who is no more or is married to someone else. The past memories are as intensely pleasurable, deeply pleasurable as the first love, yet the poet is sad as he cannot bring back those happy days. So, further in the poem, the poet says that the memory of the past is as sad and strange as the singing of the bird is to a dying man on a dark summer dawn. He knows that soon he will breathe his last, and thus he will be separated from the happiness forever. And in the final stanza, the poet feels that the memory of the past is as sweet as the thought of the kisses of a beloved who is now dead or belongs to another man. Again, the thought of the past is as deep as sad as first love. It is so painful that a man feels himself dead while still living. So, apparently, the poem appears to be simple. It is an elegiac poem. However, behind its simplicity, there is a great artistry in the poem. Every single word of the poem applies apt words. The poet has made use of beautiful words and the similes and the comparisons which should be carefully noted. Thank you, students. This is all about the interpretation of the poem Tears, Idle Tears.